spacing at the offensive end of the floor. DuCharme gets her first touch. Sabantu, pull up mid-range, got it, and the Falcons break the ice. Prevo backs down DuCharme, and it's a charge on Carolyn Prevo.
You also know, because of the orientation of this Dana Center court, all of the students in minutes.
Here's Cabantu, works off a screen to the lane, and she's got all 4 Bentley points.
The Holy Family has gotten everything they've wanted.
DuCharme gets free inside. Nickel does a challenge, and she's got her. Lisa matches the largest lead of the game for Holy Family, up 8. Norman immediately gets in the lead and scores.
See about that visit? It's too easy for a Holy Family team that's already feeling it.
Hobart dumps it in the post for DuCharme, makes the catch and scores with the left. Morgan, maybe trying to get into the offense here, but down to 5 on the shot clock. Whitmore has to get the shot up in the air, pulls and fires, and finally sees one go through. Rebound in full flight, to the hoop she goes, lays it up in the air. 6 in a row for the Falcons. Whitmore pulls up left elbow, 2 in a row.
5-minute segments or quarters, it's those trios of possessions.
Whitmore in tight gets 2. Looks to get one final shot off. Whitmore pulls up left elbow and rattles it home. That'll do it for the half. But the momentum, the end, tries to go all the way. Reverse layup for 2. 5th rebound for Kylie DuCharme.
Out there with their posts, but it's still not comfortable.
DuCharme goes to the left and finishes at the rim.
So you have to be ready.
Yeoman's baseline gets the friendly bounce, her first 2 of the game.
One rim gave the...
Morgan trying to clear some space. Now Yeomans turns down the shot. Whitmore in the corner. Cabantu has to take it and makes it.
Extra passing against the zone will always lead. Then it's the question of, can you knock it down?
And Yeomans comes up with the steal on no. 2-on-1 across the lane from Morgan.
That's the triple. Score, stop, score.
Whitmore works on Pelangio to the hoop, misses the drive. Cabantu again on the glass. Shot clock dwindling. Yeomans for 3, nope. And Sierra Norman with the rebound. Another chance for Bentley. And next time Yeomans buries the 3. And Bernadette Loftus at break. And Falcons get a turnover. DuCharme from Morgan, 12 in a row for Bentley. Bounces it off her foot into the hands of DuCharme.
Watch the crossover.
Inside for Cabantu, reverse, the layup is good, and Bentley is within a point. It's Whitmore on the bench getting a breather now. There's Norman in traffic, goes to the left, and coaxes it home. Behind again, Whitmore gets 2 back here on the pull-up. Whitmore high post, right corner, Cabantu, good look for 3, got it. Second long ball of the game for Cabantu, she's got 14. Women's up court, from Morgan to the cup, lays it up, lays it in. Falcons back from all the way back to tie it. But Morgan for Yeomans. Top of the key, DuCharme inside, Norman with the left. Take the lead.
Well played by DuCharme.
And now Obar. Approaching the 4-minute mark. Cabantu goes baseline on Ivarando, spins, flips it out, flips it in. 16 for Amanda Cabantu. Morgan finds some space past Carter.
Time, Steve. Could Bentley just continue to play Bentley basketball? And it started in the 3rd quarter, and it went at
6 points and 4 rebounds.
But her value to this game has been so much more than that.
That's in just 13 minutes of play, too. Morgan steps out for 3. The top 3-point shooter in the country drills it. A dozen for West Texas when Bentley was down by 9 points in the 4th quarter and rallied to win. Yeomans to the basket. Oh, what a finish by Cassidy Yeomans. Bentley has a 7-point lead. Foul with 5.4 to go. And I think now is the time for the party to start for the Bentley Falcons.
Is that a smile on the face of Maggie Whitmore?
I think it is.
It's more of a smile of relief. The celebration will come. Right now, it's relief.
For Bentley, their history is so voluminous. It can be hard to be in the shadow of it.
Well, 100%. Look, we are only about 100 miles or so from the greatest women's basketball dynasty in history. And just like these Bentley Falcons, UConn since 2016 has not gotten over the hump. That weighs on you. It weighs on the seniors. There are a lot of comparisons between Whitmore and Paige Beckers and what these two women have done for their schools. Whitmore has gotten her team there. And now you party.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 East Regional champion, the Bentley Falcons. Score, Mason, doesn't really tell the tale of how close this game was. Keep in mind, only family led by 15, 2.5 minutes into the second half. They led by 7 with 7.5 minutes to go, but they just... And for the 15th time in program history, the Bentley Falcons own a regional championship trophy. One of their longest droughts since they started winning them in 1988. But that drought is over. Whitmore holds it high.
And to tell you how special this Bentley team is, I think most people would come into this and assume if Bentley wins the regional championship, Maggie Whitmore is the most outstanding player. At worst, she is on the all-tournament team. 3 players made it. It wasn't Maggie Whitmore. It was DuCharme. It was Yeomans, it was Cabantu, but it didn't matter because this team is a team, and Maggie Whitmore will celebrate this with her team with that trophy. She does not care a hoot that she was not on that all-tournament team. That trophy that she holds is all that matters.
You committed to Barb Stevens and came to then Bentley College as a player. You've won regionals as a player. You've won regionals as an assistant coach. And for the 15th time in Bentley University history, the nets are cut down. What are you feeling?
I'm overwhelmed with love, support, and emotion. That tradition that you're talking about, that winningest tradition and that culture, started well before I got here. And the hugest shout out goes to our alums that have paved the way for these guys to play the right way and to follow in those guys' footsteps.
The Bentley way is on the defensive side of the ball, but today only 3 turnovers. That's the fewest back to New Year's Day on 2017, actually on this floor against Holy Family when you also had 3 turnovers. Talk about how well you handled the rock.
They're mature and they're poised, and you got seasoned vets, and they understand that every possession matters, and you have to value the basketball. So for the past 2 games, we weren't turning the ball over, which is just, a disciplined team.
You've always said we have to play Bentley basketball. You did that in the second half to the tune of a 40-19 run to take control. How much of that was aided by these fans, the packed house, the students supporting the Bentley Falcons women's basketball team?
We would not have won this game, and we would not have come back from that deficit without these fans. Our support starts from the top down. Our president is at every home game and into our administration, and it trickles down into all of our coaches and all of our teams. We've got an unbelievable community here, and the support is wild, and we have to thank our fans more than anything because they're the reason for that comeback.
Congratulations, cut down the nets and enjoy Pittsburgh. You're going to the Elite Eight. It's well deserved.
Let's go. Let's Falcon go.
With Kylie DuCharme and her family. Yesterday you told me you had never had 0 turnovers in your life.
Yeah.
I found out that this is the 7th game today that you had 0 turnovers, but the first time in back-to-back games. You're cutting down the nets. First off, congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So what was the secret on the defensive boards? You were the instigator, 8 defensive rebounds, and igniting what was another Bentley victory in this region.
Yeah, I think my teammates were boxing out and I was just the one grabbing them.
So you're going to Pittsburgh for the Elite Eight. This is a long time coming, Kylie, for this program. You've been here through it all. What does it mean to finally get over that hump and cut down those nets?
I mean, it means everything everything. We dropped the ball the last 3 years since I've been here. We hosted last year. We didn't do what we wanted to do, so we finally got to do it. So we're just excited. We'll enjoy it today and tonight and tomorrow, but then it's on to the next thing.
There was one great coach here before C. White and another great coach here now. How important was it for you to give Coach C. White her first regional championship?
I mean, excited. I started with her. She was only ever my coach. I didn't have Coach Stevens, but we want to continue Coach Stevens' legacy, and obviously she's the perfect person to do it.
So a regional tradition is the most outstanding player gets the last word. You get to look at that camera and say hello, and I know a lot of your friends and family are here, but you get to cement this memory forever in time. The floor is yours.
Woohoo!
That is the shortest thank you of all time. Steve Mason.
I didn't know I was saying thank you. Thank you to everybody.
Yes, just everybody gets a thank you. Back to you guys, Steve and Mason.